Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi guys, my name is Heatherina and I'm here talking about my life. So today in meditation, we meditated over letting go. Huge thing, guys, letting go. So with letting go, it comes so many things for me. So I decided to make this video today kind of based on letting go. So there's some things that I kind of want to discuss first and foremost. So many rumors flying since I started doing these videos. They all started coming out of the woodworks, don't you know? So a lot of people that went to school with Bio Mom or went to school with the kids that know me and live in my town, because I don't talk about their names on my videos, but they have came forward and they have said things like, I knew something was up, that you were going through things, but I didn't know what they were. Now it all kind of makes sense. And it's been interesting, you know, having people come forward. My mom the other day showed me a text from one of her friends and who said, you know, oh my God, I didn't realize that Heather was living this life. Like, she was going through this. No wonder why she, you know, seemed so depressed and seemed, you know, whatever. I can't remember what everything that has been said. But one of the things that has came up is that I never went to college and I don't have any degrees, that all of my degrees are fake, made up degrees that I printed offline. Now, normally I don't give a crap what that family says about me, because they're not really going anywhere in their life. But I want my followers to find value in what I say. I want them to, I don't know that when I say something to you, I mean, so far you guys have watched and seen me prove my point. So I mean, videos, pictures, whatever, don't lie. But I wanted to show some of my degrees. I did block out the last name to protect them, even though I don't think that they really care about being protected at this point. But this is my first one that I achieved. It's in this fancy little book. This one, out of all of my degrees, probably meant the most, because I started this degree shortly after we got the kids. I started working on it. Then this big guy from the University of Wyoming means so much to me, guys. When I was in the thick of these two kids and their bio mom, while she was destroying my name, while they were destroying my name, while the false allegations and all of the bullshit and all of the stuff just continually kept coming every day, I had to have focus. And I wasn't sure what to focus on, but I knew I needed to focus. And so I focused on working on my psychology degree. That is that little beauty. Look at, they give you a little one, which is cute. I keep it in there, but this is my big guy. Pretty sure that when you get something from the university, that's what it looks like, and you can't really print anything with the seal, you know. But some of the things that's interesting is they're saying that I printed things out as certificates. Okay, so when I was working with children as a behavioral specialist, we would have to do continued education, okay? And I suck at dates. I just suck like at dates. But the thing of it is you have to get the certification, the certain ones I'm going to show you, they have to be done before the date on the last one, or you don't get paid. And you can't work with clients and you can't do anything till you get it done. And some of these take some time. I mean, but this is my Wyoming cans certificate. Yeah, it was printed. You take this on the Pride Foundation and you complete it, and then when you do, they send it to you. Well, I would put it in glass and put it on my wall so that I could continuously look at it and know that it was due. As a matter of fact, it's due for me to do it. They haven't been hanging on my wall. This is another one. This is where I did, the supposed I didn't work with children. And I didn't do that for the past 6-7 years. I just lie about it. But this is from the company that I work for. It's just a certificate of completion. Signed by my boss. Or my old boss. And then when I was 18, this is back in 1999. Could be old. So I was pretty young. I was like 18. I don't know. I'm not doing the math. But anyways, this is my National Association of Independent Paralegals. This was not printed. This was actually given. It does have the seal. I am a paralegal too. I don't have to prove anything to anybody, but I find that slander, which you are doing, is slander. I don't know if you realize that you just got yourself, there's hair floating. You literally just walked into a slander case. So not only are you telling people in the community that I don't have any degrees, that I don't and have never worked with children, you have said it on video, which is documented, that you are slandering my name. So I think you need to go to Google and you probably need to type in what slandering is. Slandering would be something that somebody is saying that is not true. Not because you don't want to admit that something's true, but because it's not true, that it can't be proven. Now, everything I say can be proven. I have every single psych eval, every single doctor report, videos, pictures, so many things that prove my side. Now, I am not on this platform trying to make any money. In fact, I had to have people from TikTok help me even set this up. So I told my story on TikTok because my counselor had expressed to me that I needed to kind of get things out and I needed to talk about it and stuff. And I decided to go kind of whole my own route thingy, and I just threw the energy out into the air. And I think that video got like 75,000 hearts. At this point, I'm at 1.1 million. People were asking for me to tell my story, wanted me to talk about it. So I started to try to do it through TikTok with these little 60-second videos, and it was taking so many videos to just get anything out. And people had suggested that I write a book, do a podcast, and get a YouTube, which I did. Did I expect for this channel to blow up? Absolutely not. Somebody had made a comment on my page. She's like, when I joined, there was 534, followers. And now we're almost at, 3,000 followers, which blows my mind. I wrote some things down on a paper so I can remember to talk about them. Because this is my video of, like, letting go. Not letting go of telling my story. You're not going to get that lucky. But letting go that the fact that such mentally ill people can literally drag other people into their psychosis of bullshit. Excuse my French, but how you can literally drag other people in and drag them down with you to your level. I mean, it's interesting. I am by far not anybody to sit on, I am by far not anybody to sit on a pedestal. I can tell you that. I am not perfect by any sense, but I didn't torture people for a lot of years and then turn around and call victim. And that is what you do. You carry the little white thing around and outline your body because you're such a victim. So you no longer are going to live in my mind when it comes to dragging me into your psychosis. And let me tell you why you're not. Because I am healing and I'm strong, and my kids are way strong. They're so resilient and they bounce back to so many things. They are beautiful humans. That includes my oldest daughter, who is smart and a great mom and a really great person. I can tell that my oldest and my mom have a big heart because they listen to your bullshit. It's great because all of this has led me to know that my family was one of those families that was made with these great big hearts that just want to love and help people. Thank you for showing us that. Like, I appreciate everything that I'm taking out of this. Let me see. I know there was so many things I wanted to talk about. So, today, whoops, so sorry. Want you to wiggle a little bit. So today is going to be an interesting day because I am actually going to put, now I know some people, excuse me, I know some people have already seen some of the videos and some of the pictures that I am going to show here in a minute. You have probably, if you are coming from TikTok, you are probably have seen some of the videos, but if not, then I am going to show some videos of some of the things that me and my family went through. I'm going to show you pictures of what my daughter looked like after she got attacked by my stepdaughter. And believe me, I say stepdaughter and stepson loosely. No, they are not my stepdaughter and stepson anymore, but it is easier than saying their names. Even though they're kind of outing their own selves, I don't have to do it. So if people know about them, it's because they've outed themselves with coming on my page and making an ass out of themselves. But other than that, I don't. So one of the videos, or you're going to see some pictures of my daughter after her attack. You're going to see a video of my stepson attacking my daughter. You are going to see some pictures of my stepson stabbing my birds. And I'm going to block their faces out, which I may actually have already did in the pictures. Because that is not the importance of this, is not their face. The importance of this is our story and our healing. So, I meditate. I got up and rode the bike this morning. I'm sore from yesterday, not gonna lie. I rode pretty far yesterday. If you did not catch my video, I didn't ride far, but I rode further than I have in a long time because I don't ride a bike. And I am now. I am trying to get myself into better shape because this spring I'm going to start running. But yeah, so please take a moment to see the pictures and the videos, and then I will come back and talk to you. Now, this is your warning that if you do not like seeing, there is no blood. Please know there is no blood. You will not see the act of. You will see in the act of. You will not see any blood though. But if you don't like that sort of thing, go ahead and take your finger and just zoom past it. You'll be able to differentiate between the videos and stuff and then me talking again. But I will see you guys back in a minute. Alright, welcome back. So, the reason why I am showing these videos, these pictures, and things is because I do not want to go down the rabbit hole that they had sucked me in before, of feeling like I needed to defend myself, feeling like I needed to always be on guard. I don't have to live that life anymore, because this is no longer my life that I live. Now I'm healing from what we lived through, but as of still having to live through it, sorry guys, but I don't have to no longer defend myself. You see, the great thing about them being gone is I am allowed to say and do what I want to do. And there is not a person that can tell me that I'm not allowed to speak on things that I know that are true. This is my story, and it's told by me. Regardless if you feel it's true or not true, it's my story. I get to tell it the way that I want to tell it. Just like if you go and read a book, you don't go and tell the author, oh, that's not true. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. When you're being slandered, so when things cannot be proven or are not true, that is when you get to say something. But for now, you don't get to say anything. You get to watch. I mean, honestly, I don't know why y'all feel like it's like important for you to come and watch. But for now on, it is back to us and my followers. You no longer, when this video is done on letting go, I will not prove my side to satisfy you. I will prove my side to satisfy me. I wanted to take care of all of these rumors and all of this stuff all at once so that it can go away. Not saying you're gonna let it go away or anybody's in that family is gonna let it go away. I'm saying because I'm letting it go, because I don't care. So another thing that keeps coming up, so y'all remember the best friend, right? The one that allegedly messed with my husband. So I did not see the pictures, the text messages, or events. Let's get this straight. Her husband seen them and told me about it. Not just me, but my family, who was all standing there when it came out. So me, my boyfriend, and my children. It was told to me that when he had gotten one of her old phones, because his broke whenever that event happened, I didn't get that part, but he had went through the phone to clear things off to make room for his things. He had seen conversations and or pictures of them exchanging dirty pictures and conversation, I guess. Now, I believe that it's true, because if somebody said that I did that, I would go and knock on that person's door. I would text that person if I could. I would messenger that person if I could. And I would be like, that is absolutely wrong. And I would want to lay that to rest. If I felt so big about something that I did not do, which I tend to feel big on my feelings for whatever reason, I would go to that person and I would instantly want to clear that up. I wouldn't go to, let's say, Biomom and tell your issues to her or to other people who have no involvement. Why are you telling all of these other people instead of coming to me? I guess my boyfriend was on the phone with her. He was on the phone with her ex when her ex was picking up her child. They were actually having a conversation about something else, and he was like, hold on a minute, let me grab my child. and a conversation between my ex best friend and him had went on, and my boyfriend had heard it, where she was like telling him that didn't go on, you're lying, and he was like, yes it did. At this point, I don't give a crap. But to turn around and tell my stepkids' mom, or anybody associated, her mom, yeah, because I hear all, just remember, whether I want to or not, I hear all. But to tell them that I'm trying to take your children away, I'm going to say this funny word, it's preposterous. It's preposterous. I do not want to take her kids. Let's just get that straight right now. Oh crap, that almost fell. I still love her and her children. I want to see nothing but the best come to all of them. I want to see them be successful. I do. I want to see them do every amazing thing that they ever set out to do in their life. I really want to see them achieve that. More than anything. Like, I feel like I've known them for 13 years, and honestly, like, I want to see all the good come to that family. Do I agree with some of the lifestyle and some of the choices that she makes or that they make? No. But does she agree with some of mine? Probably not. I think that's the whole point of being friends. You know, or at the time we were friends, we were able to call each other on bullshit or on shit that wasn't going right, right? Like, that's what we do as friends. Well, this whole rumor or absolute bullshit that I want to take her kids from her, or I don't even know, like, it's like one person says one thing, one person says another, but it has to surrounding to do with I'm trying to get her kids taken away. Okay, no I'm not. Literally don't care. So this all stems from a problem that had happened that I'm not even entirely sure about, honestly. So her ex, my ex best friend, her ex-husband, and my boyfriend are friends, okay? Close friends. They became friends because of me and my friend. When all of this went on, we still talked to him, of course. He's our friend. And she did not have a problem with it because from what I understand, she still talked to some of his friends. I mean, it was just like you guys, when you get married, you have mutual friends and things. So there was never an issue with that. Well, anyways, they lean on each other for support and things, and her ex-husband was going through some depression and some things himself, and my boyfriend and him would discuss, well, there was some kind of incident or something had happened. I don't really know, but something about a will check was going to happen, and I'm guessing from what I'm getting from the story, the officer had said, just in case we need to send the child with you, can you please be in the area or be there or whatever. Well, he had asked my boyfriend if he could park in my driveway, which is across the street from where he needed to be. And my boyfriend said, of course. And a will check was done. Okay? Well, then it became my problem again, you see. So because he was at my house, his car was at my house, even though I was in bed and my boyfriend and him were outside, not even in my house, but he was outside. But because his car was at my house, it became that I called for a well check. I did not do that. I will be the first to tell you when and if I've ever did that, and I can tell you I have never called CPS on anybody. Not even client-wise. I've never even had to do it client-wise, believe it or not. So me wanting to take anybody's kids or being in anybody's business, I don't even know what even happened to be in anybody's business. I literally don't know what happened. The only thing that I can assume from conversations is that he had not seen his daughter in quite some time. He had asked us if we had seen her outside playing. I said, no, I had not seen her outside playing. It was a simple question. That was it. There was nobody being sneaky, nobody being like behind your back. And so a little bit ago, I said, if I have a problem with somebody, I would go to them and I would talk to them. And I text several times, no answer. And then I've come to find out I had been blocked by my best friend for an assumption to something that I didn't do. And so now she's talking to Bio Mom's mom, who's passing things on to people who mentally can't handle what is being told to them, and they have misconstrued the conversation into, I'm trying to steal her kids. You guys, like, give me a freaking break. You know, I am so happy to have let go of all of that type of bullshit, because honestly, no freaking thank you. That kind of psychosis and thinking, you guys need to get help. Honestly, like, this whole situation, you need to get help. You cannot take a situation and then misconstrue it into somebody's trying to steal my kids. Now, I don't know so much that I think that my ex-best friend is saying that. I'm sure she has said things to Bio Mom's mom, obviously, for her to even think that she needs to pass on any information. But I don't think that it came out that way. I think that my ex-best friend was probably very upset because she looked across the street or whatever and seen her ex's car in my driveway. Okay, I would have been upset too. Except for, please, you should have called me type of thing. But I guess she felt she didn't want to call me for whatever reason. And so with that story, with letting go, it is what it is. I am not gonna no longer prove my side. If she has any questions or feels she needs to talk to me about anything, she obviously knows where I live because she lives right across the street from me. I feel like my daughter and her daughter, who were best friends for 13 years, sadly enough, I feel that the both of them, and this is my opinion, if it's not true, it's not true, but if my daughter is watching and it's not true, I'm not saying it to offend her, but I feel like her daughter and my daughter want to make up or want to know about each other's life or something, because they're both checking each other's Instagram. I know that her daughter, in some sort of way or through somebody else, has contacted my daughter and pretty much talked about how she misses her or saved her pictures or didn't delete her from her phone or something of the sort. And I'm sure that's very hard for them to feel like they are in the middle of something that they can't get out of. I kind of feel bad about it, actually. Like, I feel like anything that I'm going through, I don't want my daughter to feel like she's got to make a choice based on the decisions that I made or that I'm going through. And I wouldn't want her daughter to feel the same either. Bless their hearts if that is what is going on. I feel terrible. I feel terrible if her daughter wants to have a relationship with my daughter and wants to apologize for whatever, or she wants to say anything, whatever it is, and she feels she can't because she would be letting her mom down. Then in the same sense, I feel the same for my daughter as well. I don't want her to think that she couldn't make that choice if she wanted to make that choice. I know they loved each other. And from what I understand, they both still do love each other. They were best friends, guys, for 13 years, you know, and I think the whole situation between my best friend and her best friend is actually really sad. With letting go, I don't feel like I want to let go of the memories of my best friend, of her beautiful children. I don't want to let those go. I'm not going to delete pictures and delete memories. I'm not going to do that, because honestly, she was my best friend and like my sister for a lot of years, and any hate that she has for me honestly is misguided, because I've only ever wanted what was good for her and for those kids especially. And I don't want her, even though allegedly she messed around with my husband, I still see the good in her and her children. She was honestly somebody for the longest time I really looked up to, because she was a single mom. And she was literally taking care of her 2 kids and stuff. This is before the youngest one came. But she was taking care of her kids and she was doing it. You guys, like, you know, she was a very strong person. And if she allegedly decided that she wanted to mess around with my husband, that's on her. I know he's not an angel by far. It was hard for me to believe. It was so hard, actually, guys. Like, when I was told this information, I was on the, my boyfriend and him were on the phone together talking. And I don't know if he didn't know I was in the car, or if he knew when it slipped out. But it was said with so nonchalant, like not in a conversation about her, but it was like talking about a situation, and it came out. It felt like it hit me like a ton of bricks. Not because I didn't think he was a piece of crap with doing that kind of stuff, but because I didn't expect her to be any part of that. I always known how he was, and I chose to stay. That's my own boo on me. You know, I don't have anybody to blame but myself, and I'm not gonna for one second think that I'm better than anybody else or anything else. Like, I knew I had choices. I stayed to protect my stepkids. I stayed so that my own kids had a dad around, and I knew that my happiness could come later. That was my choice. Like, I have no regrets on my choice. I didn't talk about it with anybody. I didn't, you know, do any of the stuff that girls do, and, you know, you probably all have rightful reasons to do it, but I didn't do it. I just stayed to myself and was quiet about it, and lived with it, because the kids were more important, and I wanted them to have a nice childhood that was not separated, you know, their parents separated. But in the end, I ended up leaving him anyways. It wasn't just for the cheating, and I feel like in the back of my head when I had made the choice that I wanted him and his son out of my house, I didn't really give him a choice. I literally waited till he was at work. I rented a house across the street and moved him and his son's things over there. And when he got home, it was you no longer live here, you and your son live there. And it was done not in my most graceful moment, but it was the way I knew how to do it. I wanted him out. I wanted my stepson out of my house, and it was the best way I could do it. I was done with his bullshit, my stepson's bullshit, and his lies and his manipulation and his freaking crying like a dang 2-year-old every damn day with no tears just to piss people off. I was tired of negotiating with him to go play with his friends. Like, what kid doesn't want to go outside and play with their friends? What kid doesn't want to go outside and ride their bicycle? What kid doesn't want to go and do something? Nope, he wanted to sit in his room and he wanted to cry. But if we grounded him to his room, then he wanted to go outside. I mean, I was just tired of the constant psychosis that came with that sick. I mean, it just sucks you into this vortex of lies and bullshit and defending yourself. I mean, when you can look at yourself on camera and you can say, that's not me on camera. Boom, something's not right in your freaking noggin, guys. Like, something's not right here. You can look at your own self and be like, not me. You're not right. And that goes back to those videos and pictures that I showed you before. Let's discuss that. In some of the pictures, you've seen how bad my daughter's face and body was bruised. Look at those intensity of those bruises. How much anger did somebody have to put those type of bruises on her shoulders and her arms and her face? She sat on my daughter's chest, plugged her nose in her mouth, trying to kill her. And we are still waiting for a conviction, guys. Still waiting for a conviction. In one of the videos, you see my stepson going after my daughter. And you see the moment when he hits her. It was aggressive enough to knock her phone out of her hand. We're still waiting for a conviction. Some of the pictures, you can see the sharp stick. You can see my stepson inside the cage and the birds on the outside of the cage, and him with his face. You can see in the movements him stabbing the birds, him poking the birds, you know, like however you want to, however you want to say that. There's a video on TikTok of my stepson sitting in the back room. It was a day, I think it was a day or so before. I don't even remember when it was. Let's be honest here. He's talking about how he likes to be evil and how he isn't going to change. The rest of that video, he's talking about how he's going to tell CPS and all these people, all these, and they're going to come in and they're going to take my kids away from me, and they're going to take my degrees away from me because he's a genius and everybody believes him. And then he does this psychotic laugh a lot of the video, and he's literally talking to a force that is not there. that video, because he did go and visit and tell a bunch of lies, and that video is literally a video that saved my ass, because, you know, on that particular occasion, his sister had said that I took her head and I had slammed it repeatedly on the sink. She had a bruise right here on her head, an old bruise. It was at that point yellow. And I know exactly how that bruise got on her head. But it wasn't from that. And my stepson had went and said that my husband had beat him in the mouth with a belt buckle. One of those big cowboy belt buckles that my husband does not wear. If he ever wore that, it was probably in his younger days. But he hasn't worn that since he's been with me. So anyways, so the report was made by a mom. She wanted to keep the kids and wasn't going to return them, and was in hopes that the sheriff department was going to agree with her because this big event went on. Guys, custody battles are fucking shit. Excuse my French. They're shit. Anyways, without having somebody who has mental problems, custody battles are just they're just not good. So anyways, she leaves the parking lot of the police department and goes back to her house with the kids, and the sheriffs come and talk to us, and they inform us that they will, you know, what the allegations were, and that they would be coming back when she dropped them off to talk with the kids again. And they left. So when that happened, I explained to my husband, I don't really want to be sitting there when they talk to the kids. I feel like if they're going to talk to the kids, they need to take them somewhere where they feel safe and talk to them so they don't feel like somebody's making them say something, you know? Well, when the cops came back, after we got the kids picked up from visitation, they wanted us to sit down with the kids and them, and we explained that if they were going to talk to the kids, could they just do it by themselves so that the kids didn't feel that they were unsafe and couldn't talk about something in front of us. And so they understood. They were like, sure, of course, you know, most parents want to be there to know what's being said or whatever. And I said, we don't need to be there. So they took them outside in the yard or on the porch or wherever outside, and they talked to them. And then the sheriff poked her head in my house, and she was like, can you guys come outside? Of course, you know, we can come outside. So do we have a choice? So we went outside, and she said, I just want to let you know that we talked to the kids and stuff, and they said that the things that they said were not true, and that their mom made them say it, and we are going to leave. We're not opening a case. We're not calling CPS. Kind of looked at us and was like, you need to take care of this excessive lying with your kids, because kind of said it in a way, it was like, we're kind of sick and tired of dealing with this lying and this crap. That is the stuff that went on constantly. The lies just every day. That video you guys watched of my stepson beaten up, hitting my daughter. He literally, when it was shown to his dad and we were dealing with things together, he literally said, that's not me, on the video. And my husband, who doesn't have as much patience as I do, he was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, shut the hell up with this stupid freaking lying. Like, do you ever tell the truth? That is your face on there. He was like, no, it's not me. It's not me. Wasn't me. Didn't do it. Not my clothes. That's not my face. Those aren't my eyes. That's not me. Clear as day. You can see him in it. There's no nothing. You can clearly see it. We then took it to, of course, the police seen it. He was on probation already for beating up his other sister. So they used it as, instead of charging him, which they should have charged him, they used it as a probation violation. Yeah, guys. Imagine your child being beat up like that and all they get is a probation violation. Not a charge that leads to a probation violation. Just, we're going to give you another 6 months. No. Unacceptable. In fact, today I have a meeting with the chief. Because from what I understand, I need to figure out what's going on with my water bottle. It has not been tested yet, and as far as I had understood, they are waiting for her to get out of a the mental institute so that they can move forward with the case. That's what I was told by somebody else. I was told that by the victim witness people. I do not know if that is the truth, but I need to figure that out. They explained, which makes sense. They explained to me that you cannot convict or charge somebody who is in a mental institute until they are in their right mind, meaning they get released, that is stating they are in their right mind, and that they are able to be trialed on this situation. We are pushing charges to the fullest extent, and we have discussed that if things aren't pushed to the fullest extent, we are going to the media. I am on the media right now, as you guys see. Okay, Alexa, that was weird. Stop. She's so weird. We are going to continue to push this issue because she admitted that she poisoned me. She admitted to a cop that she attacked my daughter. Not only did she admit to stealing that money that I feel her and her mom should have to pay back, not only did she admit it, they found some of it in her pocket, and they found a list of all the stuff she planned on buying with my money. So not only did she admit it, they also found some of the money. So I want to know when she is going to be charged with these things. I also want to go and get the police report on those things. I'm also going to discuss with the sheriff why my daughter's case, my one daughter's case, was charged. His bio sister, when he beat her up, that got charged. But when it came to my kids, or my kids, nothing is ever being charged. It's like, I want to know why. I want to know why that happens like that. We're going to get some answers, and if we don't, I'm going to keep taking it up the chain until I do get answers. She is out now. And supposedly she's supposed to be able to be charged for pulling a knife on the foster kid. And she should be charged with all the things she did here. And that needs to happen. Also, I have to sit down and they're having me sit down and make a list of all the things that happened so that some of these protection stalking orders can be put into place. So then if they come to my videos, to my lives, to any of my stuff, then they will get convicted. From what the victim witness people had said, they will go to jail. No matter what age they are, they will go to jail. So today is going to be quite a busy day for my family. Today is my letting it go video. I'm letting go chasing them down any rabbit holes. Their psychosis, their lies, they're trying to bait me or anybody on my channel. Today is the day that we let go of that. We can discuss it, but we will not dwell on it. We are strong. So for now, I'm going to go. Remember to put more good into the world than what you take out. Be kind to everybody that you meet, because you do not know what somebody is going through. Some of the things I talked about in my last video, the cleaning house schedules and all that stuff, I am working on actually today, and I will hopefully have them up tonight or tomorrow for everybody interested in them. Know that I love you all and I love your support, and I have to go. I have a big day. So you guys have a great day. Love you all. Bye.